Hello everyone. This is a audio recording just to tell you a little bit about my origin story. The first question that I'm going to answer is what personal experiences define you the most? So I'll start with saying one personal experience that has had a profound impact on my life was a mission trip I took to Cambodia 2 summers in a row. Cambodia was a huge eye-opener for me, showing me how blessed I personally am. I lived in Cambodia for 2 weeks volunteering at an orphanage called the Shelter of Love. I did various tasks including help build a gazebo, build a patio, help cook, and just hang out with the kids living there. Hearing kids living in an orphanage sounds like they live a tough life, which is true, but it's true for a vast majority of the people living in this country. But this orphanage was actually the best living condition these kids could have asked for from where they came from. Riding past houses in Cambodia mostly hardly had a roof and mostly had no furniture or a bed to sleep on. Regardless of the living conditions these people had, they had happiness they possessed. The happiness that they possessed was very contagious. Everyone was always happy there. This changed my life greatly. For one, I understood once leaving Cambodia how blessed I am in life and that my small inconveniences and problems are really nothing compared to what I experienced with the people of Cambodia. Another thing that I got from this experience was that no matter how tough of a life you may be living, that you can be happy. This experience changed my perspective on life forever, and I'm grateful that I was able to learn these life lessons through this country of Cambodia. So the second question I'll be answering today is, what is a recent setback and how did you overcome it? So a recent setback that I've faced recently was when I applied to UNC and eventually being denied. UNC was my dream school from the time I could even think about college. My granddad went there, my father went there, and I had no other school that I wanted to attend. Once I was waitlisted and finally denied, I was devastated and didn't know what to do. Instead of settling, I made it my goal to go to another school, which ended up being the College of Charleston, and wanted to just make sure my grades were good enough to have a fighting shot of getting into UNC as a transfer student. I studied hard while making the most of being in Charleston, South Carolina, and ended my school year with a 3.6 GPA. I applied to UNC again after my first year at Charleston, and was eventually admitted into UNC as a sophomore transfer. This was a great feeling for me, as it proved to me that I can do anything I put my mind to, and that's still my mentality to this day. Alright, so the third question that I'll be answering is, what would I do if money wasn't an issue? So first off, I'd say money definitely drives decision making in every person's life. What a life it'd be if money wasn't an issue. Personally, if money wasn't an issue, I would travel the world. I believe the more places you travel and can soak up different cultures, the more interesting person you become. Traveling is something I always enjoy doing and could do forever. Also, I have an ambition inside of me, regardless of money, to start my own business, something that is mine and can be proud of. A clothing line is what I have in mind, and if it is achieved, something that would mean everything to me. To have that self-confidence and achievement that I created this, and you wouldn't be able to take that away from me. Traveling and my own clothing line would be two things that would make me happy if money wasn't in the picture.